In every school, there are teachers and coaches who go beyond the lesson plan, who inspire, connect, and leave a lasting impact. Today, we take a closer look at Mr. McCarthy, a passionate educator and coach, to hear his story, his philosophy, and the moments that matter most to him. Mr. McCarthy shares how a great history teacher inspired his own path and why he knew early on that the office life wasn't for him.
I had a really good history teacher my freshman year at Camden Catholic named Mr. Reeder. He made class really fun and engaging. He was very sarcastic, and I always enjoyed history even when I was a kid. So, I just really liked his class and how he interacted with the students and how he made class interesting and fun. You learned a lot, and it was something that I was I could see myself doing. I didn't want to work in an office, so I always wanted to coach. I always wanted to teach, so it kind of worked.
In the classroom, Mr. McCarthy explains how humor, relevance, and reading the room help him bring history to life for his students.
Try to be as funny as possible, try to make the class interesting. Break it up when you need to. Try to make it correlate to current day things, whether it's, things that were happening back then and how it's very similar to now. You read the room, you see what the kids want, what kind of day it is, and you go from there.
Proud coaching memory for Mr. McCarthy came from an intense road win and the unforgettable energy in the locker room that followed.
Against EHT on the road this year, just how the team interacted in the locker room after the game, the excitement, the joy, probably that first win, them dumping the water in the locker room for my first win, that was really special.
Yeah.
But probably the EHT win, just seeing how excited everybody was. Nobody would have thought we would have won that game, so it was really it was awesome.
Mr. McCarthy talks about the power of reading, how books can help you grow, reflect, and find lessons that apply to every part of life.
Oh, I think you got to read. You got to be, I know it's a trope, but growth mindset's important. You're reading, you're constantly learning, you're learning new things, and that's important. You get different perspectives, like you said. I think it fights off being pessimistic or jaded or frustrated so much. So I think that's a good thing. I think also, it's just things that you could take into the classroom, whether it's reading, a history book, a self-help, a coaching, a leadership book, whatever it is, you could take that into the classroom. You could take it as a coach. You could take it as just interactions, the rapport you build with students, life lessons that you could teach them or try to. I think everybody should be reading. And I think you should try to find and read the things you enjoy, and then you could branch out from there. But it's helped me dramatically, and I try to read as much as I can. It's awesome.
When asked what book every high school student should read, Mr. McCarthy doesn't hesitate to give his recommendation.
Tuesdays with Maury would be one. Same as Ever by Morgan Housel would be another one. It's great. It's a lot of wisdom, different perspective. You learn about life. The age is a privilege. To build a rapport, build a relationship is so impactful. That's what we're all looking for. We're all looking for a sense of community, a sense that we're doing something important, something special, that we make an impact. So it's the book is amazing.
Finally, Mr. McCarthy reflects on the most rewarding part of teaching, making a difference, sharing knowledge, and learning just as much from his students as he teaches them.
You made a positive impact. That you taught them something that they didn't know before, or gave them a life lesson that's going to help them be successful later in life. I say those, and just building rapport. Like I said, I think making an impact on someone's life by building a relationship and seeing on common ground, or having a new perspective. There's plenty of teachers, at least I can speak for myself, that you learn a lot from students as well. You look at things completely different than you would have previously, maybe, or didn't see it that way, and I think that's beautiful. As a teacher, you don't really ever have the same day. You're constantly moving, you're constantly interacting with people, which I love. For me, at least, I could have never been in just a cubicle, working in a desk job in an office. I couldn't have never done it. So the teaching I love, the coaching I love, and I love being here. So it's awesome.
From the classroom to the court, Mr. McCarthy continues to shape lives, leads with heart, and proves that teaching is about so much more than just facts and dates. Thank you for watching The Devil's Advocate, and thank you to Mr. McCarthy for sharing his journey.